welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be setting up our planner for 2019, and I often like to switch it up. Last year I had an Erin Condren planner, and this year I have a Happy planner, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to set it up, what I'm going to do, because I feel like last year it really helped a lot to have a vision board on your planner to see exactly like what you want to do for the new year, like things that you want to work on, and also it kind of holds you accountable for your goals and achievements because you're able to track everything down, and then it encourages you every day to try and work towards those goals. I do feel like the majority of us start off the year really motivated, inspired, and excited, and then halfway through the year you forget what half your goals were, and then you're just like, whatever, like I'm just living my life. Quickly, I want to go over last year's goals before we get into the planner setup. So this is the planner that I had for 2018. It is the Erin Condren planner, which I love. It's such a beautiful planner. It's honestly like crafted so nice because I feel like everything is just so perfect. The paper is good quality. These are a little bit on the pricier side, but you are getting a really gorgeous, well-made planner, and I feel like this is more of a simple style planner, someone who like wants to start getting into planning, but they don't want to do all of this craziness over here where you make your own dashboards, you make your own notebooks, and you make your own covers and all of that stuff, which you can still do with the Erin Condren, but this is kind of like, okay, one and done, like this is just my planner. And Erin Condren actually signed this planner when I went to Go Wild. I had such an amazing time. I really hope to go again this year for Go Wild 2019. And let me just quickly show you guys how I had this set up. So I do have a full video showing you guys how I did everything. This right here is my vision board, and I have some pictures on here with some scrapbook paper, stickers, journaling cards, and then I have my top 5 goals, and I feel like I was really close to some of them, and it just encourages me to continue on with some of these that I listed down. So my top 5 goals were: number 1, to have a baby. We're still trying. Wish me luck for 2019. That's all I really want. That's like all I want, is just to expand our family. Then we have to have a sticker subscription. That is still in the works. It's taken that long. I thought it would take only a year for me to get to it, but it's taking me a little bit longer, and that's okay because I'm gonna put that towards 2019. Number 3 is to travel to Italy, and we were so close to going, literally 24 hours before we got on our flight. There was a natural disaster in Venice which flooded the entire city, and that was where we were staying for a third of our vacation. And when I called the traveling agency, they were like, we don't have any news on it at the moment. We don't know where you're staying. We don't know where you're flying out of because you were supposed to fly out of Venice. They're like, we don't know what's gonna happen in the last 3 days. So because there was a natural disaster and I had insurance on our tickets and all of our traveling, then I just went ahead and I canceled it, and now we're postponing it to this year. So I'm really excited for this year. Hopefully everything goes fine. So we did postpone our trip, and we're gonna go around spring, summer. So I'm really excited for that. And then number 4 was to hit 600,000 on YouTube. Honestly, my expectations for that were quite low because for a really long time I hit a plateau with my channel and my following. I felt like it wasn't growing at all. It was growing very slowly, and I think it had to do a lot with the algorithm of YouTube and just like all the new changes that were coming into the year. I feel like the majority of YouTubers talked about this and they were like, what's happened? Like my views dropped. And so I was like, I'm not gonna get at 600,000, and we're really close. We're at, I think, 570 something thousand, and I feel very proud of that achievement. I'm just like mind blown. I'm like, wow, it grew quite fast in my opinion. Like that is quite fast. And then number 5 was to volunteer more and give to charity, which I've done. I haven't broadcasted it on my channel or like other places, which sometimes, I don't know, people can take that the wrong way. So I have, that's something that was for me, and I'm really proud of that, and I want to continue to do that. So those were my top goals. Also, one that I didn't write down because I didn't have any more space on here, but also because it's a little bit more personal. It has to do with our finances. Ricardo and I, his biggest goal was to pay off a couple of big debts, and we've been able to do that. I'm very proud of ourselves. So because we have paid off those debts, and now we can go on to our next goal, which is to purchase a new car for Ricardo, and he's exchanging his old one. So I'm really excited about that for him because it's something that he's always wanted, but of course you know, you always kind of have to settle, but now he's getting something that he really wants, which I'm really, really excited about. It's really awesome looking at what we have accomplished for the year. And so now we are moving on to 2019. So I'm going to share with you guys how I set up this planner, like my goals for this year, 2019. And I'm also going to show you guys this baby, which I got last year. It sounds like it's so long ago, but it was like a couple months ago, but last year, 2018. But I recently got this one a few months ago and I've been putting it to use. I absolutely love it, love it, love it so much. And I'll show you guys everything that's inside as well. I'll do like a little walkthrough because this one is already kind of set up. So let's get right into it. This is the way my planner originally came in, and it is from the Happy Planner. So what I'm going to do is take off the covers and I'm going to use those as templates to make my new ones. And it's super cute, but I did want something a little bit more sophisticated. So I got this on Etsy, and I'll have the Etsy shop down below in the description box where you guys can find these images. And she has some really great artwork. The great thing about it is that you can instantly download it and print it out for personal use. And then what I'm going to do is I like to round off my corners because I just think it makes it look more clean and it makes it visually look so much better. So I'm also going to do that to this other cover, which I'm going to put underneath the graphic just so that way it really contrasts against the image and it stands out. I'm also going to grab another scrap sheet of paper, and I found this at Michael's. It has glitter, which I love, and that's going to be the back side of it. So when I open it up, it has gold glitter on the inside, and it just looks really nice and pretty with everything else. So once again, I'm rounding the corners, and I'll have all of the supplies and all the materials that I'm using in this video down in the description box below because I often find them on Amazon, and it just makes things so much easier. The next step is to laminate the cover. I got this for about $20 at Walmart, and it just laminates your paper super easily, and I just run it through twice, that way it sticks really, really good together. That was our front cover. I'm going to do the same thing to another scrap sheet of scrapbook paper. That way I can also make the cover on the back as well. And I've decided to go with a rose gold on the inside. And so what I'm going to do is just trim off any of the excess laminating paper that it has. It does a really good job of sticking together. So once I am done, I'm also running out the corners on that. I tried making the holes for my cover with this hole puncher from the Happy Planner, but it was way too thick. So just an easy fix. All I had to do was bring out my hole puncher and make my own holes, and then with some scissors cut out the slits so that it can enter into the planner, which overall was kind of easier than the hole puncher, but it's just really thick. The glitter paper was way too thick. When I went to Winter Plannerland, a lot of people had decals and just like different kind of foil on their planners with their name on them. I was like, oh my goodness, I want to do the same thing. So I used my Cricut machine maker to make this vinyl decal. I have a whole video on it on how I did something similar to this for like other things, but all you do is like literally rub it on and stick it on there, and it just looks so cute. Next, I'm going to make a vision board, and I'm going to be using these pocket pages from the Happy Planner. They have a variety of different styles of pockets, and I just fell in love with these. I've always wanted to use them, and I'm so excited that I finally get to. The way that I want to set this up is I want to put my goals for 2019. So I'm just finding a cute variety of different journaling cards, and on one of them I'm going to write my goals. The first one is to make it to Italy. As I mentioned before, it got postponed, so all I have to do is book it. So that is on top of my list for this year because it's something I really want to do. Then I also want to take a photography class. I just want to be able to create better content for you guys, and I want to invest in a class where you go multiple times and learn all about photography. Something else that I want to focus on is also to stop procrastinating due to perfection. I feel like I want everything to be perfect before I start something, or something as simple as sending out an email because I want to say the perfect thing or anything like that. So I just need to stop procrastinating, and it's not always going to be perfect, and I have to be okay with that. So the next thing on my list, of course, is to have a baby. We've been trying for multiple years now, and that is one of my biggest goals. Then we have to eat more veggies because I feel like I do a decent job of cooking decent meals and going to the gym and just overall being healthy, but I feel like I need to incorporate more veggies into our dinner. So that's definitely one of my goals. And then I also want to go on a tropical vacation with Ricardo, somewhere romantic and fun. Even though we are going to Italy, we try to make at least 2 to 3 trips a year, and that's something that's on top of my list to do as well, especially like around our anniversary. So we'll see if it happens, but that is one of my goals. Then we have to purchase Ricardo a new car. It's another one of our goals this year. We feel like we need to reward ourselves. We're doing such a good job last year with our finances, so now we can invest in a car for him. And I also want to continue to go to the gym because that's something that I was thinking about last year, and I feel like I've been able to accomplish that and stick to it. All right, so I'm going to show you guys what I use for my pictures because I have this Sprocket machine and I printed out a bunch of my favorite memories from this past year and just things that never really make it out of my phone and onto a picture frame. So I'm like, you know what? If I have this little Sprocket printer, then I can incorporate them into my planner, and it's just so much easier because if there are pictures, the majority of them are already on my phone, so all I have to do is simply just print them on here, and then I can stick them inside of my planner, and it's just really fun. So I rounded out the corners as well, so now I'm just sticking my favorite memories, and these are some of my favorite when Ricardo and I went to Disneyland with his cousins and just like traveling together. Like that was just so much fun, and Ricardo and I totally bonded even more than we do. So that was really nice. And I'm also going to incorporate some really cute stickers. I have this sticker book that I found at Joann Fabrics, and it just has some really, really cute stickers. So I'm glad that I can use some of my ones that I've been saving to use for a project like this. All right, so on the back, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add another one of the pocket pages, and this time I'm going to focus on the places that I've traveled this past year because I feel like this just makes me so happy. It makes me feel so grateful for all of the opportunities that have come my way, and just overall just brings me so much happiness. So I just decorated some of my favorite pictures from previous trips, and I decorated them with a bunch of stickers and just quotes and really cute things. So I had a lot of fun doing this. This is probably my favorite thing to do. And I also started writing down all the places that I visited this year, which just shocked me because I knew that I traveled a lot, but I didn't notice how many new places I went to this year. So for example, I've never been to Canada, and that was so cool. I went to Orlando. I went back to New Orleans. We went earlier in the year, and I loved it so much that I wanted to go back. So we planned a girls trip to go because I really wanted my sister to see New Orleans because I feel like it was totally her vibe, and she absolutely loved it. It was a birthday gift to her, and it was one of the best trips that we took, along with going to Palm Springs for Coachella. Ricardo and I went to California, and like I said, it was one of the best times. I just love traveling with him. It's so much fun, and I'm glad that I also get to go like to other places for work. So for example, I also went to California, and I just extended my trip for a little bit longer, and I took my sister as well, and we just had so much fun. We went to Atlanta for a planner conference, and that was amazing. And then we also went to Texas to another planner conference, and it was all so much fun. So here it is. I'm just printing out a couple more pictures, and Coachella pictures never made it onto picture frames, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have so many pictures from Coachella that I never printed out, and those are some of my favorites because we have like really fun makeup, and we got to see Beyonce, and just like, oh my goodness, just so much fun. So I went ahead and I added some more stickers on there, and this truly brings me so much happiness. Alright, so now moving on to the back side of that pocket page, and what I'm going to do is on here, this is the page that I'm going to turn to off to, so I'm going to put pictures of my family members, and these are the people that are closest to me, like my mom and my dad and my sister and my nephew and my niece, and my brother does not like taking pictures, so this year I'm going to attempt to take more pictures with him because I sent him a text message and I was like, I don't have any pictures with you because you never want to. So I'm definitely going to make an effort so I can add him on here later on when I go over and force him to take one with me. So I'm just going to go ahead and decorate it as well with like some lovely quotes, and this will make me super happy. Alright, now that we are done with that, we are going to turn to the beginning of the month, and I really appreciate that the Happy Planner puts this inside of their planners where you get to write down what you're currently doing that month. For example, I'm currently listening to the Pretty Basic podcast, and it comes on once a week, and I love it. I'm also currently instead of eating, I put drinking a lot of green tea, which is supposed to be really good for your digestive system and overall health, and just like other things on there. I seriously love this planner, and I'm so excited because you can customize it with so many different accessories from the Happy Planner that they have. Like I said, everything will be in the description box below. This planner right here is my other planner, and this is pretty much where all of my ideas go. A lot of note-taking, brain dumping, list making, everything else that's not like a calendar. So I got this from Foxi, and I'll have the information down in the description box below because I love it so much. I got to personalize and customize everything from the color of the planner to the stitching to the color of the band to anything that I wanted embossed here. On the bottom it says Boss Babe, and there are several different like wordings or things that you can put on there. There are different like words that you can choose from, or you can put your name, and then over here we have my initials, BV. And this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. I haven't done that much with it, and I feel like it looks so nice already. So over here on this side, I just have some scrapbook paper from the Planner Society subscription box services, and then I just have some business cards over here that say Belinda, Selene, and then on the back it has all of my contact information whenever I go to like meetings or conferences or events or anything like that. I have them with me. Down here I have some page flags from the Planner Society. Everything in here, like accessories, are all from the Planner Society. I love it so much. And then we have some stickers also from the Planner Society. Okay, so this first notebook in here is from Teresa Collins, and it's so pretty. Oh, I have some stickers in here. I have some lists that I already made, just like brain dumping ideas when it comes to videos, or if I'm jumping on a conference call and I need to write down things, like I bring this out and I know everything's in one place. We have some die cuts from the Planner Society. This paper is also from the Planner Society, but this clear, what is this called, like folder that you can put like anything inside is actually from Foxi themselves. They carry it. And then these stickers right here are all from the Planner Society. This notebook is from Erin Condren. I love Erin Condren's notebooks. The pages and the paper is very thick, so it's really good quality. Inside I have a bunch of different things written down, random things. And in the back over here I have this planner that I found for a very inexpensive price for $8. Was it? Yeah, $8 at Home Goods. I want to say either Home Goods or TJ Maxx, one of them two. And I love it because it's just so easy for me to write things down quickly in here, and I can scribble things out if needed, and then I can transfer them over to my other planner. And I know you may think that may be tedious, but it's actually very helpful because this is portable, and if I'm going out somewhere, I could just bring this with me, and it's not that hard for me to transfer the information that I have in my calendar to the other one. And technically, I still have space for 3 more notebooks that I can include in here. If you have made it this far into the video, please give this video a big thumbs up because that means that you enjoyed it and you sat through it. I know it's kind of long. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit longer because I know you guys enjoy long videos, but don't forget to hit that subscription button so you guys are subscribed to my channel, and hit that little bell to get notified when I upload new videos, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video, which is besos. Mwah!